Hello everyone, this is Cookie Cats, well, Cookie Cats Place at least, and today I will be introducing you to our little nichelings for the Xtreme Niche Challenge. Now, what Xtreme Niche is, it's just the normal game, except I added in a bunch of somewhat random, some of them are random at least, rules, similar to a Nuzlocke in a Pokemon game or something, that make the game slightly more challenging. Now, I added in quite a few rules, so this might be a pretty short series because some of the rules make it really hard, others are just there to make me, not as good at the game, which I already wasn't. But, we have our starting male and female, and I guess I should just go over the rules. So yeah. Don't know what all of them are, so I'm gonna have to check my list. Now, the first rule is the one that is the most extreme. Every 10 days, we must release or banish, whatever you want to call, one nicheling. Now, this may seem like a not very big number because it's every 10 days, but those 10 days can go by in like 2 or 3 episodes, making it so every 2 or 3 episodes we have to release a nicheling, which isn't good. And as I explain these, I'm going to have to get started with these two so that we can have some basic things ready for episode 1, like a berry bush and a nest and stuff. Anyways, the second rule, I have to have a 1 or a 2. Well, roll one of those two numbers to decide their names. Oh yeah, if you're wondering, I'm not adding in the release a nicheling rule until we actually, get started and stuff. So right now everything I'm doing doesn't count with the rules, it's just normal. Yeah, so if I roll 1, I have to give them a niche-based name, which is like, these guys, both of them I rolled a 1 for, so your name is Sirabi, and this is Mapapua, which they're kind of not realistic names, but if I were to roll 2, I would have named you like something like Honey or something, I don't know. And you maybe like Bark or Bramble or something like that. So that's rule number 2, it's just kind of there for effect. Doesn't really add any challenge. Anyways, rule 3. This one's also extreme. Every time we travel to a new island, we can only take 4 or less nichelings with us. Meaning, whenever we travel, let's say if I were to travel over here, I could take all 3 of these guys. But let's say I had 6 nichelings. I can only take 4, 3, 2, or 1 of them because of rule number 3. I'm going to stop doing stuff with these guys because I think this is for enough. Rule 4. If an animal is sick, I roll a 1 or a 2. Again, if I roll 1, that animal is banished. So, goodbye. And if I roll a 2, that animal becomes a servant. Now, what a servant does is a servant will serve the older nichelings, of course. I will choose a couple of alphas in the tribe, which are the head animals, of course, and the servants, sick animals, or random rogues or wanderers we find that I don't really care about, that may or may not be sick, who knows, become Omega rank, meaning they eat last and they are just, not as important as the others. It's basically just they eat last. And what the servants will do is they'll clear like grass near their master's nests and stuff. They'll gather up food and they won't get to eat very well, which is kind of cruel, but that's how this works. Rule 5. Can I pause this, please? Thank you. Here's rule 5. So for every island we go to, let's say if I were to jump over on this port, that would count as a new island, obviously. For every new island we go on, and this also counts for a new island, we have to stay there for at least 3 days. So before I can go over here, I have to stay here for 3 days, which I already have, but that doesn't count yet because we haven't started the thing. But just simple, but if I get on like a really horrible one, I have to stay there for at least 3 days, which might cost us a couple of nichelings, nobody knows. Anyways, rule 6. Rule 6 is kind of not important, but we have to name every island. So this island, for example, could be the Heart of Flowers because it's kind of in a heart shape, as you can see. It has some flowers on the edge. This right here kind of pokes out, so it might be the deformed heart of flowers. That's stupid, but yeah, that's rule number 6. Rule number 7, which is the last rule and probably the least relevant one, is we must name all the rogues. Now, you can't actually name the rogues because you have to go in their family tree and do that. You have to invite them into their tribe, and we'll just give them names and call them by their names. Like, for example, if I were on a savannah and I caught a rogue and I was low on food and I sacrificed the rogue to the cacti gods, the almighty cacti, I would maybe name the, I don't know, something bait. The rogue would be like cactus bait or condiment, because ketchup and mustard. I hate mustard, but we're gonna go with that. So those are all the rules for the Extreme Niche Challenge you probably will want to know, and I will upload episode 1 very soon. See ya.